wants to close ranks, especially for retired General Chiwenga to take over from him. He is not clearly a preferred to take over from him, and a preferred candidate is none other than Gudawash Takur, seeing individuals such as Patrick Chinamasa twerking so hard for Gudawash Takur co-option, and we can definitely, without doubt, link that to the pressure that is exerted by Mnangagwa to these individuals to behave in a certain manner. But now the question that now that Mnangagwa's faction has drawn the lines, is retired General Chiwenga having a strategy, a counter strategy to stop Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa pursuing his ambitions, especially on Gudawash Takur. I think I have shared exactly what is the strategy bringing Gudawash Takur to the fore politically. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, it is becoming clear that Gudawash Takur coming into the fore. What exactly are the plans of Mnangagwa regarding Gudawash Takur? What Mnangagwa plans or intends to do? He is afraid to directly to be in direct confrontation with retired General Chiwenga, or to actually refuse to hand over power from him. So what he will pretend, he will just give an impression that he wants power from him to be contested between retired General Chiwenga as well as also Gudawash Takur. From the look of things, the homework between Mnangagwa as well as Chiwenga, especially on the Mnangagwa side, has been done a long time ago. That is why we have seen them working on DCCs, trying to actually position DCCs that support the 2030 mantra. They have been actually on this program, I think more than a year from now, and this on its own gave a mirror on what exactly Mnangagwa's plans are politically to try to outmaneuver retired General Chiwenga. According to Mnangagwa, he would not love to see Chiwenga taking over because he has done a lot of unforgivable things to this man, retired General Chiwenga. So he doesn't trust him that if he takes over, he is bound to actually revenge on Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Remember, he has information that it was Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa who used his former wife to try and actually get rid of him. The wife was bribed with money that saw her buying properties in South Africa, properties that have been forfeited, obviously using the judiciary system of South Africa. Now, what is clear and apparent, especially on Mnangagwa, is that Chiwenga is away and he has been acting cool even though being aware of what Mnangagwa has done. According to Blessed Geza, he has actually revealed that indeed it has been Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa who has been eliminating the generals of the military, obviously using dodgy characters like Owen Mutangube to execute the job. So it's quite clear the Chiwenga faction understand what has been done by Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. To see also the anger of retired General Chiwenga, you have to actually read the anger of Blessed Geza and what has been actually put on public domain by Blessed Geza. That on its own tells you the feeling of retired General Chiwenga on Mnangagwa, but definitely cannot look at him and tell him or actually depict how he feels. Now the question of the day is, we know what the cards that are being played by Mnangagwa. Is Chiwenga having a counter strategy? In my view, remember what we are seeing at play at the moment Blessed Keza has revealed it before, warning Gudawash Takur. I'm sure you heard numerous times Blessed Keza warning Gudawash Takur, even calling him a boy, telling him that you are a boy and we will deal with you. You are just a small boy. Don't ever try the games that you are trying to do. So that on its own actually tells you something, that Chiwenga had the intelligence of what Mnangagwa intends to do. He was away long time ago. So that on its own gives us some hope that he may already have counter-planned on how he will actually tackle this matter. At the moment, he has rejected the ascendancy of Gudawash Takur into the Central Committee, though Mnangagwa faction is trying to bring it through the back door and give an impression that the man was co-opted. But from the look of things, technically, he is not yet co-opted to the Politburo, but they would love to give an impression that the man is co-opted into the Central Committee. And maybe to the West, Mnangagwa may use his powers as the president to actually override retired General Chiwenga. Now, if that becomes the fact, then what will happen? I think it will be one drama after another. At the moment, you are seeing that the relationship between Mnangagwa and Chiwenga, it is not as good as it was leading to the days of the 2017 coup. The relations now, of course, they are trying to force things publicly to give an impression that they are brothers. Chiwenga echoing such statements. What do you expect from him? Definitely he has to do so. Even Mnangagwa was there in the last rally that saw him being fired. You saw him mobilizing people to boo Robert Gabriel Mugabe, something that angered Robert Gabriel Mugabe. And he had to announce when he was put in Bulawayo that he will make sure that Mnangagwa is fired. And on that evening, the press statement read by Simon Kayamoyo was actually on the media indicating that Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa has been fired, and Mnangagwa ran out of the country for his dear life. So you would expect this pretense even up to the last day between Chiwenga as well as Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. They wouldn't love to give that awkward impression to the members of the public, because it can collapse this thing already, and one may inherit something that has been seriously collapsed. So we expect such pretense in a ZANU-PF environment. They have to give an impression they are one to the members of the international community and to the so-called West, whom are perceived, by the way, by ZANU-PF as their enemies, self-created enemies, people who don't care about them, people who don't even think about them when they are sleeping at night. They just sleep peaceful. They don't even dream about them. So at the moment, I am of the firm view that Chiwenga is aware, has been aware of what is at stake, and definitely that on its own, having a knowledge of what are the plans of the other faction, makes you to have a counter strategy. Are we aware of that counter strategy? At the moment, we are not aware. He has been playing his cards very, very smart and close to the chest. Whatever we have been privy to, it has been because of Blessed Keza. But the man himself has been calm and cool, especially when it comes to provocations that have been mounting from one corner to another. He has been responding so calm, acting within the background to try and actually neutralize his enemies. But is that enough? That is not enough. But the moment we will see him now coming out physically, then that would mean the end of the Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa faction. I expect to see, I think anytime from now, Mnangagwa is having an interview. We hope to see what exactly he would reveal or what he would say on that particular interview. I may come back to actually give analysis with regards to that particular interview, depending on what exactly will be exposed on that particular interview. But I can definitely assure you that he may give a hint hint of what is currently unfolding within ZANU-PF at the moment. Explosives that we are witnessing, and one drama after another. It has been anticipated, and remember, I've told you that these next upcoming months and days, they will be crucial, especially leading to the conference and even post-conference. As long as Mnangagwa is not removed, we will see one drama after another. We'll see ZANU-PF being this divided. Chris Mutswangwa saying something else, Patrick Chinamasa saying something else on a single issue. The two definitely not reading from the same script and showing clearly to the members of the public that there are two pools within ZANU-PF who do not see eye to eye. Something that they have been trying to hide, but because of pressures that they have been actually putting themselves in, that is why we see now everything is outside of the bag. It is outside to the public is being able now to see that indeed there is a serious rift between Mnangagwa as well as retired General Chiwenga. And I've said it, that at the center of this fighting, especially the lower structures, those who are holding positions in ZANU-PF, I've noted it several times that it must be very, very difficult from them because definitely they are receiving instructions from two bosses, all of them pursuing their interest and not knowing exactly what to do, because the other one tells you, announce that Gudawash has been co-opted. The other one says, hey comrade, you have made a serious miscalculation. You have to take down what you have announced, because that is clearly not the position. It must be very difficult. It's good at least to have a dictator like Robert Gabriel Mugabe, whereby there was one center of power. Mnangagwa and others, they were doing their dirty work secretly. We were not aware, and ZANU-PF had one line of communication. This time around, ZANU-PF is in tatters and in a very, very chaotic and precarious position, if one can put it. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okanqube Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the